Happy New Year everyone, enjoy your holiday. Speaking about holiday, it isn't complete without taking a good time to relax a bit and enjoy gaming nights. And oh boy, we got a huge year ahead with a lot of great titles coming up in 2024. So this is our list of the biggest game of 2024. Since there is a lot of them, we will divide this into two categories, starting from those whose release date has been announced and those that are yet to be announced. I know the release date could change depending on the publisher since we saw a lot happen in the previous year, but this is a temporary list of what's been announced. And yes, I will start with my most anticipated game this year, so let's begin.
Welcome, Arisen.
Dragon's Dogma 2 was one of the most hyped games last year. After all the trailers and a sneak peek of gameplay Capcom showed us. It is an RPG game with a deep customization and impressive action combat. You can pick your class and customize it according to your choices, and have fun in the vast open world with a lot of things to explore. The story is based on medieval kingdoms, dragons, and mythological creatures, and also the dramas between two kingdoms where you, as the player, take a journey through it all and shape your own story. It is one of the best looking games, and it is exciting to watch the gameplay. I'm sure this is one of the games that I couldn't wait to play in 2024. The good news is, it is coming on March 22nd, 2024 for PlayStation 5, Xbox X and S, and PC. It is almost 10 years we've been waiting for the next title of Tekken. And yes, thank God, it is here now and there is a huge change since the last Tekken 7. The story continues after the end of Tekken 7 and now Kazuya is the biggest villain in the town. With the problems he brings, there will always be resistance, and also new face to join the roster. But we are here to talk about the combat changes, and since it is now using Unreal Engine 5, there will be more realistic visual than ever. We've played the beta, and I think the new simplified combat is a huge improvement for the new player to join the game. It is quite controversial for a long-time players, but every fighting games nowadays need to adapt, and I believe so does Tekken. It is coming early this year on January 26, 2024 for PlayStation 5, Xbox X and S, and PC. 3 years ago in 2020, we got the first look at Myth Wukong, the Unreal Engine 5 action-adventure RPG with a stunning look and realistic combat. The story is based on Journey to the West, a well-known traditional Chinese novel. It is a fantasy adventure from Buddhist mythology and Chinese folklore, following the adventure of Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, to acquire the ancient scripture, while along the way facing numerous challenges and mythical creatures. Since the combat is Souls-like, its increasing challenge will keep you engaged, while the dynamic combat makes the focus needed to gain triumph. Coming on August 20, 2024 for PlayStation 5, Xbox X and S, and PC.
Ready to fire, sir.
Welcome to the New World Order.
One of the most beloved franchise and their most famous title, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, continues the saga from Final Fantasy VII Remake, taking Cloud and his comrades beyond the wall of Midgar. It is an action RPG core of Remake, but Rebirth promises expanded customization and deeper combat mechanics. Also, we got new enhanced next-gen graphics with the beautiful environment details and the return of some lovable characters. Playing this game reminds you of meeting an old friend you haven't seen in a long time. It is not just a game, it's a memory. And thanks to Square Enix, we got to play the game on February 29, 2024, but exclusively only for PlayStation 5.
The reunion. When worlds merge. I'm waiting, Cloud.
After a long time waiting for the game since its first announcement in 2018, Granblue Fantasy Relink is set to launch in February 2024. It is an action RPG game with real-time combat with a party of up to 4 players. You can play it solo or multiplayer with friends since there are party mechanics such as link attack and chain burst to maximize your output against enemies. It is a fun action RPG game that comes with the unique characters and combat playstyle based on the Granblue fantasy universe. And it's been a long time in the making. You can play the game on February 1st, 2024 for PlayStation and PC. I lost count on how much they milked The Last of Us game throughout the years, but here we got another one. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered got their native PlayStation 5 graphic enhancement, new survival mode, side activities, and also wireless controller support. And yes, it is coming on January 19, 2024 for PlayStation 5.
What the hell's going on? Freeze. Curious, son?
Playing Like a Dragon franchise is like entering festival where you play a lot of games, eat a bunch of food while dancing around and having workout at the same time. The story is about Ichiban Kasuga who has to survive after being fired from the past he did as a criminal, while also searching for his mother before the crime syndicate does. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is an RPG featuring turn-based combat system. The game allows players to select up to 4 characters in their party to fight a wide variety of enemies. Some minigames contain a huge selection of activities, keep you busy all the time with entertainment and absurd tasks that probably make you giggle all the time. It is mentioned that this will be the longest Like a Dragon game so far by the developer. So buckle up on January 26, 2024, coming on PlayStation, Xbox and PC.
We have to die to save the world.
We can work with that.
After a ton of delay and backlash in 2023 for its live service model, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League finally has a release date on February 2nd, 2024. You will be playing as the Suicide Squad in the third-person mode to the ultimate task, Kill the Justice League. The game provides free roaming exploration in the vast open world, enhanced gunplay and melee combat. You can pre-order it now on PlayStation 5, Xbox X and S, and PC.
He's the fastest man alive, according to all these girlfriends.
The tide of war is turning against us. As we battle against the bugs for democracy, the automaton threat grows more menacing by the day.
From the first time I saw this game and the way the developer showcased it, I'm definitely hooked up. It is a game about freedom, democracy, and guns, but in space, with space bugs and aliens. The way they introduce the game is so fun, and the third-person shooter makes the combat seem so engaging in the open space for the search of Super Earth. What makes the game so unique is how you play with other people as a team. The teamwork is necessary to accomplish victory, while at the same time there is friendly fire available, so you gotta be careful not to hurt your teammate in the process. There are plenty of weapon choices and option combat you can pick. It is all up to you and your teammates, so choose wisely and have fun. It is coming on February 8th, 2024 for PlayStation 5 and PC.
Join the Helldivers. Join the fight for freedom. Enlist today.
Skull and Bones is the pirate game everyone waiting for. Originally planned for 2018 release before being delayed 6 times, it takes place in the golden age of piracy in the late 17th century. You start as a pirate, upgrade your ship and build a fleet to dominate the Indian Ocean. Since it is a pirate open world action RPG with the sea as its playground, you will spend a lot of time doing naval combat, bartering with merchants, hunting treasure, fighting sea monsters, and forging alliance or rivalry with other pirates faction. Yes, it is a co-op game, means you will meet a lot of players in the game. It's coming on February 16, 2024 for PlayStation 5, Xbox X and S, and PC. Last Epoch Early Access is one of the unique games I played in 2023. It is an ARPG game with a time-traveling mechanism where you unravel the mysteries of the past, make a tough choice, and shape the future. There are 5 base classes and 3 mastery options for each of them, making it 15 different classes with their own unique and customizable build and playstyle. And I don't have to talk about hundreds of skill trees and combinations since it probably takes a long time. Plus they got multiplayer so you can play with friends or fight in PvP match. If you played Diablo or Path of Exile before, this game will have a lot in common. From my personal experience, it's not as complex as Path of Exile but not as simple as Diablo 4 if we talk about in between. The game is coming on February 21st, 2024 for PC only.
Survivor.
The first time watching the trailer for Game Awards back in 2021, Nightingale gave me a thrill of excitement about how the game could be in the future. It is an open-world survival adventure game where you can gather resources, craft tools and weapons, also build impressive structure and tame fantastical creatures. There is a unique system where you can move into different realms depending on the combination you craft, so the possibilities are endless. I don't know how much stuff is still hidden in the game and I don't want to know. I just want to play the game. And I'm going to ask my friends, since it is a co-op game. I'm excited. The game is confirmed to be released on February 22nd, 2024, exclusively for PC.
Can fly. Let my words steer your steps. The only thing we know for sure is that time marches forward.
Team Ninja's upcoming RPG Rise of Ronin is set to become the biggest project they ever made. Set at the end of the 19th century Edo period, where you play as a Ronin to save Japan from falling apart. You can explore the vast world of Edo, Japan, and engage in combat between the enemies using katana and even firearms. Since the game was made by Team Ninja, you might probably be familiar with the combat style and challenge you will face ahead. There is still secret yet to be revealed in the game, so if you are curious, check the game on PlayStation Store since it's coming on March 22nd, 2024 only for PlayStation 5.
To alter the river below.
Rumor is, a Eldritch will sacrifice their partner for duty. So which of you will do the deed?
They engaged us on 2 planets, Avarax and Kadaku. I'll be straight with you, Titus.
Another game from a big franchise announced in 2021. Space Marine 2 is a sequel to the first game back in 2011. The game stays the same with a mixed third-person shooter and hack and slash for close combat. You will play as Space Marine here, the transhuman soldier with big weapons, and your enemies either mutants, heretics, or, as the trailer shown us, aliens. It is not Warhammer 40k without its brutal combat, so this is a faithful representation of the Warhammer 40k universe, and it's a gem for the fans. By the way, the game just announced its release date on September 9, 2024 for PlayStation 5, Xbox X and S, and PC. I'm saving this one for the last since Sons of the Forest has been the best survival horror games I've played in years. And I was not survival game enthusiast. Until I tried this one back in February 2023, when they first released the early access on Steam. The story is quite simple. You are tasked to find the missing billionaire family on the Cannibal Infest Island, with a lot of Easter eggs you might find while you explore along the way. Since it is a survival horror game, you will have to maintain your health, hunger and thirst, while on the other hand, you are not the only one seeking for food in the forest. I am amazed by the size of the open world, not even to mention that there are a lot of caves with variety of mutants hiding in the darks. Demons and even cannibals have their camps and live as a group. It is the most beautiful graphics an indie game has achieved, and the way you can play with 8 people in the same world makes this game my favorite. Also, the devs still improving the game constantly is a sign of successful game community. I couldn't wait for its full release on February 22nd, 2024, and it's coming to PC for now. I'm not a fan of horror games, but Silent Hill is my childhood game. And to know that we got the remakes of the Silent Hill 2, I should put this on the list. This is an upcoming action-adventure survival horror games by Konami, where you as a player receive a message from your deceased wife. Drowning by the sadness, you insist on finding her, but instead end up in a place full of nightmare covered by fog and an eerie atmosphere.
My restless dreams.
Silent Hill 2 Remake does not have any specific release date, but it is expected to arrive sometimes in 2024, and I hope we might get some good news about the game soon.
Mary?
The second installment of Ark, the Ark 2, is an upcoming survival MMORPG. This is an upgrade for next gen using Unreal Engine 5. There is less information about what's coming besides what we know from the trailer that Vin Diesel joining the cast as a legendary hero, and also the game is coming in late 2024. Blue Protocol is an anime MMORPG developed by Bandai Namco, and it's published by Amazon Game Studio for global release. I played the Japanese version back in June 2023, and this is what I still hype for the global release. The game is a fun MMORPG experience. You can choose 5 basic classes in the base game. Also, customize your character into perfect anime characters. And there are semi-instance open world separated by areas. There are dungeons, open world raids, and tons of events you can find throughout the gameplay. It is still TBA, but Amazon said it's coming on 2024, so let's see.
Your future needs you.
Have you ever heard about Pokemon with guns? Because if this is your first time here, let me tell you about Palworld. Palworld is a blending of monster catching and survival crafting with some other unexplainable stuff you will see in the game. You are here to start a new journey with creatures called Pals, where you can tame them, ride them, using them to fight, or even send it to the factories for labor works. There's also a faction leader you can challenge, more than hundreds of Pals you can find in the game, multiplayer support, and you can even make your own settlement, or better yet, industrial complexes, where you can employ your Pals for massive production. I know it is absurd, but hey, now you know how it feels to be Team Rocket. The game will be coming in 2024 for Xbox and PC. Zenless Zone Zero is an upcoming dungeon crawling action by Hoyoverse, you know, the one who makes Honkai and Genshin. This is a new IP from Hoyoverse, set in a post-apocalyptic metropolitan city. It features an engaging story with a futuristic art style different from Genshin and Honkai, and I think it's more like Persona rather than other Hoyo games. Your task as a proxy or the main character is to banish the Hollows, which is the enemy of this story. There is the last thing we know about the games for now, but let me be honest here, the animation in this game is the smoothest I've seen in Hoyo games so far, and the visual novel is a big part of the narration here. The game is also confirmed to be released in 2024, so let's wait, weeps. Little Nightmare 3 is an upcoming puzzle platform horror adventure game where you descend back into the unsettling world of childhood fears. This is the third installment of the franchise. You can now play with another player in co-op gameplay, or you can solo with an AI companion, your choices. It is a very promising puzzle game with a horror ambient where every level going to be increasingly harder than the previous one. And that's where you have to cooperate with your partner to solve the challenges. It is coming in 2024, no date yet, but I'm quite excited to see the game.
Fades away.
One of the most realistic graphics made in the gaming industry. Senua Saga Hellblade 2 is an upcoming action-adventure game and the sequel to the previous Senua Sacrifice. The Norse myth and epic action will see the return of Senua in the sequel. That's being developed by Unreal Engine 5. We also see Senua traveling a dark fantasy world, engaging in melee combat with enemies, dodging fire attacks, and it's all in third-person view. Nothing is yet to be revealed for the story, but the development team still working on the background and technology for the game. I think I'll let them cook a bit more since they said to release the game in 2024.
What will I become?
In the head, and when I woke up, I was in almost nothing but my birthday suit.
Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl is a highly anticipated FPS survival horror game, and it is the 4th installment in the Stalker series. You will be back in the evolved wasteland of Chernobyl exclusion zone for an intense and immersive experience. The difference in Stalker 2 is its approach to the story is more narrative focused, and the new engines make the environments look more realistic than ever. It is coming on 2024, but no date yet revealed.
My whole life.
The first ever open world Star Wars game, set between the events of Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. You can explore distinct planets with bustling cities and race across a huge open world landscape on your speeders. Each planet brings new adventure, unique challenges, and some exciting rewards. There is a lot of combat shown in the trailer, with more technical stuff, cutscenes, and space travel. I hope we can get more information, but for now, it's just confirmed to be released in 2024. We're just gonna wait until Ubisoft give us more details.
And I'm gonna risk it all.
Crimson Desert is a new game from Pearl Abyss announced back in 2019, and people think this is gonna be the next Black Desert. But Black Desert is a more MMORPG, while Crimson Desert is a more story-driven adventure with an action RPG at its core. Crimson Desert also has a breathtaking landscape, enhanced graphics, and mythical beasts all around the field, but the story is more like personal human-to-human interaction. There are also some factions and alliances you need to be a part of. In terms of survival, upgrading your character, skill tree, crafting gears and weapons, there's a lot to explore, and I've been waiting for this game for a long time. The good news is 2024 is the time, but yet the release date is still to be announced. Yet another huge year to be a gamer. It is fun this year, but we still have a lot to play next year. I hope you enjoy the list, and maybe if you find us missing your favorite game, put it in the comments section so I could know what we should play next. And hey, it's gonna be a ton of hours of content next year. I cannot wait, and I hope you are as excited as I am. Give us a like and subscribe so you won't miss out whenever we upload a new one. Once again, Happy New Year guys, and I wish you having a good time next year. I'll see you around. Stay no lab.